Turning 60 is a big deal. That's 60 years of acquired wisdom and years of shared moments and experiences with loved ones. For many, it's also the start of retirement and a time to change focus from career to enjoying new hobbies. But for this 60-year-old, it was the beginning of motherhood to a set of twins. Lauren Cohen is now known as the oldest woman to give birth to twins in the US, but because of her age, the journey to stay healthy for them is a hard one, especially among everyone's judgment and disapproval. Lauren Cohen was out living her best life one day, dancing her heart out at a dancing class when she noticed one particular dancer. She figured maybe she could ask him to dance despite seeming so much younger than her. She remembers, "I never thought he could be interested in a woman so much older. He was a great dancer, so I asked him to dance one night and he said yes." At that point, Lauren was divorced from her ex-husband, who was himself 66 years old after just 2 years of marriage. Lauren and her dance partner quickly grew an attraction for one another. Even though there was 20 years between her and Frank, they soon fell in love. Despite the age gap being a concern at first, it quickly became just a number, and the pair went on to get married. Lauren and Frank were ready to build a future together no matter how old they were. The only issue was that Lauren knew that her husband really hoped to have a family, and she wanted to help him have that experience. She wanted him to have children to watch grow up rather than simply watch his wife age. Lauren explains, "It scared me to think that Frank might end up looking after a woman in his 80s with nothing else in his life, and by then he'd be too old to start again with someone else." So the couple decided they would somehow still have children, but they would have to act fast. "I didn't want to be responsible for him having no children, so we decided to do something about it fast." The couple looked into IVF to start a family, but many doctors turned her away because of her age, as she was in her late 50s. This made the process devastating. Lauren recalls, "I was older than the maximum age you were allowed to start the process with at many units. It was horrible. I was determined that Frank should have a proper family, but we kept getting rejected. When she finally was accepted at a clinic, the process didn't get any easier. There were so many tests. I did everything from running on a treadmill to seeing a psychiatrist before they'd even attempt IVF. But since I was in good health, I eventually got the okay." With the help of donor eggs, Lauren had 3 embryos implanted. This was the only way, as she'd already gone through menopause. The IVF process worked and the couple became pregnant. First they had a daughter, then a year later Lauren found out she was expecting twins. When she was close to her 60th birthday, Lauren delivered twins Gregory and Giselle, also via IVF using donor eggs. This helped her set the record of the oldest mother in the US to bear twins, and her accomplishment equals the world record set by an unidentified British woman on Christmas Day 1993. However, Lauren says, "I don't feel like a record holder. Except for arthritis, I'm in excellent shape." Yet staying in shape is its own hurdle. With 3 young children, Lauren made it her top priority to stay healthy. Her motivation is her children. "I want to play with the kids and push them on swings," she says. Plus, her dream is to watch her children attend college. To make this dream a reality, Lauren does Pilates and yoga every week. She also takes a lot of supplements. "I take 98 pills a week, a mix of medicine and dietary supplements. I hope they give me long enough." Yet Lauren doesn't seem to mind. "I'll do whatever it takes to live as long as I can," she says. "I've set a target of seeing them through college. I've got to keep going for 17 years until I'm 81. Lauren has even signed up as a member of Life Extension, an organization helping readers of its magazine live as long as they can. Lauren's journey hasn't all been joyful. Sadly for Lauren, becoming an older mom didn't sit well with her oldest daughter, Renee. In fact, Renee expressed that she was disgusted when she found out her mom was pregnant and disowned her. "Renee was horrified when I told her I was pregnant. She said it was unnatural and abnormal. She then got really upset and started crying, telling me it was improper." Now they only see each other 4 times each year when they meet in a restaurant. The saddest part is that Lauren can't have a relationship with her grandchildren. "I can't see my granddaughter Hannah 16 months because of it. Renee won't set foot in Lauren's home. How can I possibly get to know my grandchild inside a restaurant?" Despite the disagreement, Lauren feels like she made the right choice. "It breaks my heart to have mostly lost contact with her. I'm really disappointed, but I had to do it." Being an older mom isn't easy for Lauren. In fact, people often assume that she's the grandmother. However, despite her daughter's disapproval and the judgment of others, Lauren is happy and focused on being around her children for as long as possible. "I'll do whatever I can to make sure I last as long as possible. I take the right foods along with everything else." She knows her time will come eventually, but by then she wants to have everything set for her family. When I die, I know Frank will have a good network of children around him. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.